finally doing this, are we? Because I was going to make a sandwich.
What's good, everyone? Zombie Gal here. We are fresh off of the Xbox showcase. I've given myself about a day or so to kind of process everything and come down from it. So, I kind of just wanted to give my thoughts on it a little bit. Now that we've had a bit of time since it's passed to really kind of appreciate what we got. Just coming down from it, I just want to say right off the bat, I thought it was an incredible showing. Every single game that they showed looked phenomenal. Even there were 2 or 3 games in there that I weren't really my kind of thing, but even those ones are like, all right, looks pretty cool. But I just kind of wanted to hop on and get my thoughts because, like, I think this is what Xbox has needed for a while, and I think they absolutely knocked it out of the park. They showed 27 games at the showcase, 14 first-party titles, 23 Game Pass Day 1 releases. The fact that they showed as much as they did is just kind of astounding to me. Beforehand, a lot of people, including myself, thought we'd maybe get Fable, maybe get Avowed, maybe get something like that. We didn't expect we would be getting all of the above. And they just led right off the bat, showed Fable. And I thought that was pretty much a power move, to be honest. They got Hellblade later on in the show. You can tell just from that presentation that what they're trying to do is refocus and rebuild the brand image to kind of regain some of that faith with the gamers. And I think this absolutely did that and went like 5 times further than they needed to do with that. They could have just shown a few of those things or told us just a little bit, and I think that faith kind of would have been restored a little bit. But they went above and beyond what was even necessary, or probably not required, but what we even needed or wanted to see. And that shows a huge amount of dedication from them, and it restores a lot of faith in me, because like we've been hearing about a lot of these games for a while, but actually kind of seeing some of this come to fruition and see what we've been told to just wait. Seeing some of that kind of actually be realized and show, hey, it is real. It's not just this thing that's, this imaginary mythical beast. It's kind of in the back of our minds. And I think that more than did it for me today. Probably 90% of what they showed absolutely blew me away. Fable, starting off the show, I was not expecting that. I thought we would see Fable, but I thought it would be towards the end. But them showing that right at the beginning is honestly just a super power move. They came right out of the gate and said, hey, this is Fable. We know this is what you guys want. Here it is. We're going to hook you. Keep watching. And that trailer looked like so much fun. It looked like it stayed true to Fable form. Everything about it just seemed perfect. Like, this is exactly what I feel like a modern day Fable should be, is what they're showing us in this trailer. Now, what the gameplay is kind of going to look like when we really get into it, how the game's going to play out, what that's going to look like when it actually comes down to it, is yet to be seen. But the trailer that they showed us instilled a lot of confidence in me that it's in the right hands, and that when that product's ready, we're going to see that. We're going to get that final product, and I think it's going to be well worth the wait. Right after that, they showed us South of Midnight, new game from Compulsion Games, and I was not expecting that. I didn't know what they'd been working on. Obviously, they've been working on something, but it's the first time we've seen it. That was right up my alley. It looked so amazing. We don't really know what the game's going to be like as of yet. There was a few sneak peeks, a few little tidbits in there. But the overall aesthetic and kind of story that they're kind of trying to build there, that lore, is right up my alley. I think it looked fantastic. That was a huge showing. Then right after that, they come out with Star Wars Outlaws. Okay, I'm a huge Star Wars fan, so like anything Star Wars already, just give it to me. But this is the open world Star Wars game that we've been waiting on. And this is one of the ones that I've kind of been keeping an eye on, wanting to hear more about since they announced it. That Ubisoft is working on an open world Star Wars game. And what they showed looked incredible. They did kind of a deep dive in the Ubisoft Forward that I think shined a lot more light on that. And I think I'm even more excited for it now after watching that. Yeah, it looked awesome. Again, anything Star Wars, just inject it directly into my veins. Give it to me. Call it a day. I'm good. And then coming right off Star Wars Outlaws, we got 33 Immortals. A 33-player co-op roguelike kind of Hades-esque experience we got going here. And this just hooked me right from the start. I love Hades. I don't normally play kinds of games like that. But I tried out Hades last year when it was on Game Pass, and I absolutely fell in love with it. And so as soon as this started, I was like, is this Hades something or other? It's not, but it's giving me really similar vibes to Hades. And the 33-player like co-op aspect of it is really got me intrigued, so I'm like super excited for that. I think that's gonna be a lot of fun. So yeah, we'll see how that one turns out. Again, if it's looks anything like Hades, plays the same, sign me up. And I'm so good with that. And a few minutes later, they showed the trailer for what I was not expecting to be the most blown away by, but truthfully, other than Starfield, what I think was probably my game of the showcase, Avowed. I've been waiting for an update on Avowed since they first announced it. That first trailer that they showed, immediately I said, I need more of this. I cannot wait for this. Unfortunately, I've had to for the last couple of years, but that trailer immediately got me so hyped. That is exactly what I wanted. Like, I can't even explain it, really. It just looked incredible. It looked like basically all the best parts of Skyrim that I love so much. It just amped up times 1,000. I love the aesthetic that they're going with it. I think it looks like so much fun, and kind of the little bits that they've shown us about kind of what the lore, like the point of the game is. So up my alley. I cannot wait for this game. I need more information. It's coming in 2024. Hopefully it's like January 1st, 2024, because I need it like immediately. Avowed, honestly, again, I think besides Starfield, Avowed was my game of the showcase. I thought it was going to be Fable, and don't get me wrong, I absolutely adored the Fable trailer, but Avowed really was that kind of surprise trailer for me that it just blew me out of the water, that I need more information on immediately. I could go on for a while talking about kind of how hype the whole showcase got me and how excited I am for everything, but I kind of want to start leading in towards my main issue, which the title's hinting at a little bit. As hype as all of this is making me, we still kind of repeated the same pattern that's been Xbox's main problem for a few years now. Since they've kind of started this refocusing strategy and kind of almost rebooted from the ground up, trying to save face from the Xbox One generation, and kind of revamp that, because that definitely went in a direction that was not ideal and not what I think most people would have wanted, or maybe even what was intended. But kind of since this new or current phase of Xbox has started, what we've been getting year over year over year is promises. Is here's what's coming, here's what we're working on. Just trust us, give us the time, we'll show you what we want. And I just want to make it very clear, I am totally fine with that. I am always 100% for developers, studios taking as much time as they need to get the games to the state that they want them to. I am more than willing to be patient if it gives studios more time to really hone in on the game that they want. I don't think games should be rushed ever. Unfortunately, that happens a lot of time, but it's usually publishers doing for that, and stockholders and stuff like that. But that's a whole nother story. But I'm always for delays and things taking the time to actually come to the point that they want it to, so that we can get the experience that they're wanting to give us. However, what we keep getting is promises. Personally, I hate seeing anything about games unless we're going to get them anytime soon. Fable was first really revealed to us 3 years ago, 2020. And then this time around, I thought when it's coming back, oh, great, we're going to get some sort of information. And we did get a really, really, really cool trailer, don't get me wrong. But it's been 3 years since they announced it, and the only thing that we get now is a trailer with no new information. There wasn't even a year for it, there was no coming soon, no estimated date, nothing. Which implies to me it's at least another 2 years out, probably. Right? I'd say very earliest end of 2024, and then Avowed as well. We got an amazing trailer, shows me that there has been progress made, that they're putting in the work, that they're working hard to deliver the product and the experience that they want to deliver. But we got a release window of 2024. I've lost track of how many delays we've seen recently in video games, which again is fine if it's needed, but it's the problem of over-promising and not being able to deliver on that. I don't know if this is, I don't know if this goes for the majority of gamers, but for me personally, I don't like that. I would rather we just wait, have the studios working behind closed doors. Whenever it's actually ready to show us, bring it out into the world. We got a glimpse at Elder Scrolls 6 from Bethesda in 2018. Not really a word since then. No trailers, no updates, anything. And I know they've been working on Starfield before that, but that's kind of the point that I'm trying to get across is seeing that something is being worked on without seeing any progress on it for years, for year after year after year after year after year, it's not what I want to see at all. I would have rather they just not announced Elder Scrolls 6 and then just when it's ready or it's coming in like 6 months or a year, show it to us. I just want to throw a disclaimer out there. I am a huge Xbox fan. I'm an Xbox fanboy through and through. Since I've started gaming, I've been on Xbox. I've been gaming on Xbox for like 13, 14 years now. It's literally more than half my life has been spent primarily on an Xbox console. I love Xbox to death, and I want nothing more than for them to succeed. And what we got at the showcase was the most promising thing I've ever seen. I think by far it's the best showcase we've ever gotten from them. And that faith is fully there for me. It truly is. What they showed me is exactly what I've been wanting to see, what I've been wanting to hear, the kinds of games that I want to get out. And more importantly than that, it's given me a showing of faith that they're actually trying to deliver what they're saying they're going to deliver. But my problem with that is when you're promising all of these things over and over and over again, until you're able to actually deliver on that, it kind of falls a little flat and it kills the hype a bit for me. At the showcase, there were 27 games shown. 27, 14 first-party titles. Out of those 27 games, including Starfield, we got 10 release dates. 10. Almost a third of the games that were shown, we got release dates for. And of those 10 release dates, 5 of them were DLC for games that are already out, or add-ons. It really frustrates me because I'm going to keep the faith, and I really want to see this through. I want to see this success. I want to see these games that I think are truly going to put Xbox in a grand spot that it's been desperately needing and has been away from for quite some time. I think once they're able to deliver on this, that will firmly put Xbox back in that spot of saying, yes, we are here, we've got the ecosystem, we're for the gamers, but we also have the games. It's really hard to foresee that day that I want so badly when we're just not getting what's promised. And I know that may sound a little negative. I really am not intending it to be. I'm really not trying to be. I'm actually extremely positive about the entire situation. I'm very optimistic about the future of Xbox. It's just hard to see the promised land, if you will, when we're not getting these games consistently like we've been promised. We were shown Fable 3 years ago. Here we are now with a trailer. Still not even an estimate on when it's coming out. We were showed Avowed years ago. Here's a trailer. It's coming next year, probably. But if recent times are anything to go off of, we're probably going to see delays for a lot of these games that are saying 2024. Because, honestly, excluding Fable, I can't think of a single game that didn't at least have a year. Because they all either had a release date or they said coming 2023 or 2024. I cannot think of one besides Fable that didn't have a year or a date. But we just need to start seeing these releases. We need to start seeing these promises being delivered on. And yeah, we've got some games. We've had some pretty solid games recently. We've had Hi-Fi Rush this year. Minecraft Legends just came out a month or two ago. I've been playing that a little bit. I'm loving it so far. I think it's a phenomenal game. But we're not getting these huge major releases, these huge Xbox-defining experiences that we have been promised, that have been in the pipeline for years now, that we've heard little if nothing about. And I just want to start seeing those come along. I am truly hoping that Starfield is the catalyst for that. I'm hoping it's the first domino in that, the first door, the stepping stone, whatever you want to say. I really hope that Starfield is that kind of entry point, that once that comes out, then everything's going to start falling into place for Xbox, and we're going to start seeing what has been worked on. We're going to start seeing what we've been promised. We're going to start seeing the projects and these passionate endeavors that we have been told for years now, just wait, it's coming. We promise, please stick with us. I want Starfield to be the first step in this steady flow of releases, of where these promises are being delivered on, and we can say, okay, yes, it was worth the wait. Thank you. We stood by you. Thank you for holding up your end of the deal. Thank you for rewarding us for waiting this long and sticking with you when we had the faith and a lot of other people might not have. I want Starfield to be that. September 6th is fast approaching, less than 3 months. I didn't even realize. I'd known it was September for a while, but then I looked at the calendar right after Showcase. I was like, that's literally in 3 months. Also, on the Starfield thing, I didn't want to touch on it too much because that is the game we know the most about by far. There's not much we don't know about it at this point. Well, actually, that's not accurate because the game is gigantic. So probably 99% of it we don't know. My point being, we know far more about it than anything else that was shown at the Xbox Showcase. My hype levels for Starfield are through the roof. I was excited for it before, but if I'm being honest, I was kind of just expecting Fallout in space. I was not expecting this sort of groundbreaking, game-changing, generation-defining game. And after that showcase yesterday in the Starfield Direct, my hype levels are through the roof. I am far more excited for Starfield than I ever thought I would be, ever thought was possible. Will that come to fruition? Will we get the product that we're being shown? Will we receive what's being promised? That's yet to be seen. We'll find out September 6th if Starfield is actually going to be everything that it's promised to be, everything that they've been telling us for years it's going to be, everything that they've been working towards, everything that the delays were spent working on, trying to give us. That is yet to be seen. Solely based on what we have seen, what they showed us at the showcase, the gameplay, all of the behind-the-scenes stuff, what went into it, people working on the project, giving their thoughts, telling all these little things that would seem minute, but when you put it all together, is just creating this what's looking to be truly immense, immeasurable, phenomenal game. If they are actually able to bring this all together, if Bethesda is actually able to deliver what they've been telling us they're going to deliver, if this is all actually able to come together into one truly immeasurable experience on September 6th, I think this is going to be the door slamming open, blazing the trail, leading the path for Xbox. And I want it to be that. I hope it's that. I truly, 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 from the bottom of my heart, think it is going to be that. I think that is what we're going to get. And I was just absolutely blown away by the Starfield Direct. Like, I truly can't even put into words how enthralled I was watching that. I mean, I did stream my live reaction, so I guess I could throw that in there, but there weren't even that many words then. I was kind of speechless, to be honest, but I truly was blown away at Starfield in a way I thought I was not going to be. And if this is what they have been banking on, if this is what they've truly been putting all the eggs in the basket for, saying, here is this, you've been waiting, you've been patient with us, this is what we have, and this is just the start, I think we are in for a truly special next few years, 5-10 years of Xbox. I really think we're at the cusp of another golden age of gaming, and I could not be more ready for it. I'm so excited for gaming as a whole right now. I love the hell out of the summer hype season. I've always loved E3 season. You know, with E3 dead and gone now, a little sad about that, but with everybody else kind of stepping up to sort of do their own things and kind of shift this summer season and kind of change the narrative, how things are shown, how releases are announced, how we kind of go about this gaming season now, with everyone sort of throwing their own take on it. I'm honestly more hyped than ever. I'm so excited for video games right now. I'm loving everything I'm seeing. I'm so excited for what's on the horizon, what's out now, what we can expect kind of in the future. It looks like there's a very, very good pathway. It looks like there's a very good future ahead for us, and I'm very excited for that. I can't even truly put into words, but I truly, truly, truly think that we are, if not in, we're very quickly approaching a golden era of gaming, and I'm just so ready for that. I think it's coming. I hope Xbox and Starfield are the sort of doors for that. I hope, again, like I said before, I hope it's kind of the catalyst that allows everything else to come blazing in. Yeah, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. We need to start getting these releases. Everything that we've been shown so far, everything that we've seen has been more than promising. It's delivered way more than I ever could have possibly wanted or anticipated. We just need to actually see the final product delivered. We need to see these promises fulfilled, and then I truly believe that we are in for special time. Not as Xbox gamers, not as PlayStation gamers, not as Nintendo gamers, just as gamers in general. I truly think we are in for a special time, and I would bank on that. I would bet any sum of money on that. I will double down on that, triple down on that, quadruple down on that. I think we're in for a special time. I want Starfield to be the game that pushes gaming forward, that truly shows what can happen, what sort of experience, what sort of games we can get if the faith and the time is put into them. And if we can truly just allow these very passionate developers and studios to put together the products that they're working on so that we can all have the best experience as gamers and we can all share in that. All I want is for us, the gamers, to feel like we're being listened to and feel like we're being rewarded for putting faith in these companies, these developers, these studios that we love so much, that have defined some of our childhood, some of our lives, some of our just the last few years. I just want to see gaming as a whole be in a truly great space, and I think a lot of aspects are there right now, and I think some are not right now. And I really truly believe once we get the Starfield release and get a steady flow of these promises that Xbox has been making, I think it'll be a lot easier for all of us to kind of come together and say, look at what we're able to do. Look at these incredible experiences that we're all able to share in on. And I'm truly excited for the future of gaming. But first, we just need to see it push through. We just need to see these promises delivered on. And I hope Starfield is the catalyst that brings in that new golden era of gaming. Adios.